phone. Okay. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday and stuff. It's dark because I'm tired and I did not feel like cutting on any lights. But let me see if I can just add a different screen. There we go. That's at least some brightness for y'all, okay? But hello, everyone. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dr. AKA. Hey, hello to everybody, okay? Hello to everyone. So I don't have anything, like specifically to talk about. I just have not been live in a minute. So if y'all have questions, put the word question in your question, okay? So I can see there's a question, but it's just here. It's just here. I'm just here to chit chat with my JayBirds and everything. Yep, and it's also International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day. I think every day should be Women's Day though. Hey, JJ, and stuff. Uh, how do you feel about Claudia as the new host for the reunions? I don't know yet because she ain't did it yet. So I have to see what she gives us, during this upcoming. I think we had it on three. For this upcoming reunion that we have. I think she's gonna do Miami first. Um, Nina was fine, but I also felt like they did need to change it up a little bit. So, I don't mind it, but we'll see how Claudia does because, Claudia is shady and she's petty a little bit too. So we'll see what she do with as long as they let her ask questions, I'm fine with that. But I just don't like how they ignore stuff that should not really be ignored. So yeah. Um Tam Leo won a new subby, so thank you for the new subs. But hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Is it me or is Azrael Clary doing more stuff with Cloud? I think she's doing all the questions are starting out. Says if you have a question, put the word question or question mark so I can see it's a question versus y'all just saying things to me. It'd be kind of confusing sometimes, with all the stuff. But I do feel like I'm trying to make this screen bigger. I do feel like on one hand she's doing things for clout, but I also feel like, you know, if that's her story that she wants to stick to, I don't really care. But it's kind of aggravating too because I just don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I think what she brought up the other day was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? It was just disgusting, and I felt like when you are telling your story, you have to figure out what parts need to be told. Like that part I'm sure she endured other things that she could have told us that could have made us feel for her besides saying, he made me eat poop. I'm like, no, look, you got to kill me. Okay, you can't make me do that. You can't force me to do that because doing that, I would die anyway. So I mean, it was disgusting to me. So I won't say necessarily clout, but I will say she needs to learn the difference between info that we need and info that we don't care to even address at all, and to keep it over there somewhere. Let me cut my ringers off so I won't be disturbed during the live. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, I missed the Sunday lives. I used to do lives every week, but I was doing them so often y'all ran out of stuff to ask me. Or I was already discussing stuff during the week, so it wasn't a point in me doing them all the time. So I'm going to try to get them done at least once or twice a month now. Try is the key word because the live, that's what the live used to be. It used to be, the JayBirds, just whatever questions they have for me, this is my time to answer all y'all questions. But I was doing them so much, it wasn't no questions left. So I'm like, okay, today I'll do a regular old school live where y'all can just ask questions, and then when the questions are done being asked, the live is over. Okay, so yeah. Question: what do you think about the coronavirus? I don't think nothing about it. It's like the flu. It's like a cold. Not people. The media is making it be this whole thing. And the same precautions that people should take with getting the flu, catching the cold, and all that, it's the same thing with that. They just make it seem as if it's this crazy epidemic to where everybody gonna die. I'm like, that's not what it is. But that's what the news always like to do. They like to cause confusion and people out here bad. It's not the apocalypse. The world is not ending. More people have it than people who die from it. People died of the flu and of pneumonia. It's like people die of stuff every day, you know what I'm saying? And you the same way you can catch a cold if your immune system isn't in good health, you could die from it. Hence why they're saying wash your hands, wash your hands, don't be out here touching stuff, wash your hands. Now I'm not saying like no one should care. I'm not saying that, but I'm people that's putting 20 on 10 as if they have to come around here in surgical masks and wetsuits and put condoms on their head. That ain't what it is. It's like wash your hands, be clean, the same way you protect yourself from the flu or pneumonia. I've had pneumonia before. Luckily I didn't die, but people have died from pneumonia. So I'm like, it's just it's team too much. I just, it's ain't no need for martial law, ain't no need for any of that. Just people watch it. Be clean. Be clean. Be clean is really all that it is. But yeah, hey Diva. Um, Question: what do you think about Sarah showing up to the hotel with Michael on love after lockup? I did a whole review about it. Whole review. Um Sarah is a wife who knows her husband has a girlfriend and a mistress. So if you know that your husband has a girlfriend and a mistress, you can't pull up and be upset about anything because you know that he has a girlfriend and a mistress. I would refuse to be someone's wife and I'm paying their cell phone bill and got them on my insurance and I'm going to drive at nighttime and park outside of a hotel and wait for him to come. It's stupid. I wouldn't have went at all. For what? Porque Michael gonna be Michael, and Sarah's going to continue to say, "I'm his wife. I have his children." So as if she just is the top notch, and she isn't. Like you're married to a piece of shit. Like I don't know. I don't know why people. I don't know why anybody feel like Sarah because she's the wife. She has the right to. No, she don't. She looked dumb. Wife or not, you look dumb. Should he respect her as his wife? He should. But she know he won't. And she continues to deal with it. So I mean, I don't feel bad for her. Let that man be with his girlfriend. Leave that man alone. I always say let a man cheat in peace and accept it. Or leave him and cause havoc. You can't do both. That's my rule. I learned that on the Practice Family Values. Okay. Um, Question: this virus makes me nervous. That kind of question. That's a statement. It shouldn't make you nervous. If corona makes you nervous, so should the flu, so should chickenpox, so should measles, so should pneumonia, so should anything else that you could catch from somebody else. Okay, so it's like people, you shouldn't be nervous. You should be cautious. It's okay to be cautious and to take precaution. And maybe I'm not gonna go you know to the ball and pick up. No, I'm not gonna go to a buffet where the food is out and just sitting. I ain't gonna do that because the food is out sitting. But because I may get sick, I don't want to do that. Or I may not go to a big old festival because what I'm saying. People may be up here coughing and sneezing or whatever, and I can get it. I get that, but it's like there's no need to be nervous. You know what I'm saying? There's no need at all. Okay. Um, Talk about the baby and Nikki and Cardi address gate. Well, I did a gossip chat last night. The baby is dumb. The baby keeps doing dumb stuff. The baby was caught on video slapping a female. Now, hence his excuse was the girl put the phone in his face and the phone hit him in the face and he couldn't tell. My thing is, even if you're walking through a crowd and you see someone put the phone up to your face and then it hits you, he paused. He paused and then swung. So my thing is, that was less of a reflex and more of you hit me, and I thought to hit you back. Now he may not have known it was a female, but I'm like, at some point when you become, rich, famous, a celebrity, whatever else, you have to think about your actions because at the end of the day, you still smacked that girl, and you really didn't need to. And then when I seen the footage, it looked like it wasn't like she intentionally hit him, but she was holding her. It looked like she was holding her phone up, was nervous, and put it in his face, and it hit him. That wasn't intentional. His slap was, and he keep doing things and having these excuses, and I'm looking like, grow up, okay? Grow up. You can't always have these excuses when you do dumb things like you haul off and hit somebody in their face, and it turns out you hit a female. Well, that's what you give your actions. Now people look at you like you crazy. Some people will accept him and say, "Oh, well, she shouldn't have put her phone in his face." I'm like, that's what happens when you are a celebrity walking through the crowd. Everyone is trying to get a picture. But I feel like that was more of a mistaken phone tap to the face versus someone hitting him in the phone on purpose and him. It's just stupid. Um, Nikki and Cardi address gate. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is at all. Nikki address get knocked because her husband had to register. That's just life. Um, how do you feel about people getting on Meg about her 2.7? I don't know what her 2.7 is. So tell me, I don't know what that's about. Her two, I don't, yeah, I don't know what that is. Um, I don't want anybody else asking me about the coronavirus. I am not a doctor. I am not a scientist. I don't. What do you want me to say? I don't get what y'all keep like. Yeah, that's not my thing. I don't know at all. Yeah, that's not me. Um, when do I get my new branch in the tree for the new nest? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know. Um, you got to get beat like with the kente before I do. Oh, okay. So I'm like, what did you talk about that? But I get it now. Um, how do you feel about the Nate Woods? If you are new, I'm not political. I didn't follow the case. I only heard about the case around the time of the execution. I have no words because I don't know enough to even um give a comment on that. If he was innocent, if there was any chance of him being innocent, which I believe that was the issue, he should not have been executed. And that's what I think about that. But I'm not my channel. I'm not a political. I don't really touch on that stuff because I don't follow that stuff. I try to keep myself. My channel is fun. Okay, it's real fun, and I try not to get into that because you have other people who really follow those cases and have information about those cases. But as far as my opinion on it, again, if there's any chance that a person is innocent, I feel like whoever that person is should not be executed. And if you go along with it, then you use a piece of crap. But that's the law. That's how law has always been. People are always the law has always been unfair, and that's just what it is, and that's the most you're gonna get from me. um I'm sorry to hear about that, Latanya. um but people never wore hazmat suits for the floor. I think y'all has wrote stuff before I just said what I said. What do you think about the baby's apology? I think the baby's apology was crap. It wasn't an apology. It was more of a excuse as to why he did it. You can't say, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a woman," but then say, "But I'll pay anybody 10 grand who can get the footage showing me getting hit in the face." I'm like, "What they got to do anything? You did something wrong. Even if that was a dude he hit, you can as a celebrity." You cannot be out here at your concerts, at your events, hitting people who are not trying to hurt you. And the same way your excuse is you because the phone was in your face, you couldn't really see much. They probably couldn't even see your face. At the end of the day, you have to have some sort of self-control. You do, or have better security. Okay. But I don't think his apology was what it could have been. It was a whole, but he always do that. And people still support, but I'll be like, girl, whatever. Did you watch Love is Blind? I have not. I can say I have not. People keep asking me to watch it, and I'm looking like, because so many other people have talked about it. I get the premise of it. I already know this. The one guy on there is apparently bisexual. Yeah, I know all of that. I think the reunion just came on. I doubt if I'm going to watch it at all because nah. It's like, no, thank you. But I've heard good things about it, but no, I have not watched Love is Blind. What are your thoughts on Lonnie Love saying black women who grew up like her in the projects of Detroit don't know how to eat healthy? I would say are the only people who are plus size people from Detroit and from a ghetto. No, you have plus size white people, Mexicans, Asians from all over the world. There are people who are plus size who ain't never been in the hood. You, it's that's Lonnie's that's Lonnie's truth of how she is. Me, my mama, and my sister, me and my family came from the same place. Okay, but I happen to be the plus size sister. Y'all know my sister Veronica is not plus size; she's smaller. So it's like we came from the same place, and we weren't. We live in the projects. But I know people who grew up in the projects who are not plus size, and some people who are. There's truth to the point of at some point people don't realize how not to eat because back in the day there you weren't really being taught how to eat. But my thing is that has nothing to do with being black or living in the projects because there are fat white people as well. There are fat rich people as well. So you can't use that as an excuse. But that is her vision of what it is that she was a black girl in Detroit who lived in the projects and she was not taught how to eat. Girl, bye. I just, I'm not trying to degrade her or call her a liar. What I'm saying is that's her truth to live. That ain't my truth. I've always been a big girl. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think it had anything to do with where me being black and we didn't live in the product. So I mean, it's just there's fat people in Detroit who don't live in the hood. So I mean, it all depends on that. Um, am I the only one who thinks Sarah will be pregnant again? No, I think it's a good possibility that she'll be pregnant again because she just is a fool for Michael. But people are, and Sarah is young, so she's in that young dumb territorial age to where she's doing young dumb things for a young dumb dude, and she gonna have. And I'm gonna say this, and I want y'all to get. She gonna have young dumb kids, meaning in her young dumb time frame, she's having kids in that young dumb time frame. Now that her kids are young and dumb, but she's having kids in her young and dumb stage of life, and in about 6 years, she'll be out of it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, because you never know. You really, really never know. Um, wait. Where I think I missed the question. Sarah's the dumbest of them all. She knows exactly what he's up to, and still wants to be a part of the circus. Yeah, you can. At this point, we can't blame Michael. We cannot, because each female he's with is fully aware of what kind of person he is, and they fully deal with it. So Michael isn't the problem. The woman who accepts it is the problem. Okay, so we can't keep. Oh, he ain't shit. We know that. We know that, and we wouldn't deal with him, but the women choose to. I don't know why. I told y'all he must have a ding-a-ling of gold. Okay, it has to be what it is, and I'm like, I don't want that kind of gold, at all. Uh, Nikki's. I mean, not Nikki. Meg's 2.7 GPA. People trying to tease. I hadn't heard people coming at her. Let me say that, but I did hear on the Breakfast Club when she brought up how her GPA was like a 2.7. That girl is juggling school. Let's not forget that she recently lost her parents. Okay, her mom within I think the last year or so, and she's a working artist, a new artist at that. The fact that she's still in school is great. A 2.7, like what, a C average? compared to what all she's juggling. Why is people acting as if, I'm saying, she's a full-time student who's only focusing on school? And that's not what she's doing. She's doing homework in between video shoots and in between concerts. It's like, give her a break. People just love always coming at people. And I'm looking like, at least she's in school. Period. Okay. At least she hasn't dropped out. Thank God. And a 2.7, to me, it's still passing. It's not amazing and excellent and good, but she's still trying to get her a degree. Okay, because if rap don't work out, she wants to have something to fall back on. Nikki address was put out there due to kind of registry thing, and allegedly someone posted Cardi's address saying, I'm not even going that at all. It's okay, Francine. I don't do the Nikki Cardi foolishness or whatever. If someone posted Cardi's address, then they're stupid. I don't care. That's dumb. That's dumb. How is packing going, girl? It's crap behind me. The couch part you can see is fine, but behind my chair, a whole bunch of stuff is coming. I have a lot more to pack, but I'm just waiting to pack up everything. Mainly because I want to get an actual move date for one. I had to get some more packing supplies for two, and every day I just pack a bag. I pack one more bag of stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now. But I should be all done and moved in, eventually within the next, month or so. Yeah. Right. Thank you, Mom. We're here for the fun and the giggles. Get the fun and the giggles. Maria would have got her grill stumped out. Disrespect me. We we can't act like Maria's reaction to Sarah was disrespectful. She's technically Michael's girlfriend, and technically she was fussing with Sarah for popping up for no reason. And she was also going off on Sarah as a woman because you don't want your man fussing with no girl. Again, we can't make it seem as if Sarah has any more clout or any more whatever simply because she's married to that man on paper. Their marriage is fake and fugazi, meaning yes, they are legally married, but they don't have a marriage. They don't. They have a piece of paper that said I not pronounce y'all, but they're not a married couple. And my thing is, Maria wouldn't have got in my face either. But my thing is, Maria wasn't wrong. She is Michael's girlfriend. And the fact that Sarah did not bounce back and get all crazy with Maria lets us know she can't beat Maria for one. And two, she feels inferior to other women because if you are his wife, you won't even allow that situation to happen. Ain't no way my husband's leaving the house. We had two kids. I'm letting him leave the house after I secretly slept with him and then allow him to go to the hotel with his girlfriend. And then I want to come to the hotel as if I have a right. I don't, because I let him do it. Again, let that man cheat in peace. Let him do it if he's going to do it in peace and let it be, or leave him and then cause havoc. You can't say, that's my husband. Not when you let him leave to go to the hotel. You knew where he was going. So that's, girl, back. Not on my watch. Anyway. Oh. Love the Good Girls review. Thank you. Good Girls is a new show. Well, not new shows because it's season 3. I'm trying to add in other shows that I like reviewing that are not ratchet reality. That's what I'm trying to do because you just want to, you want to toss in some other stuff in there, just to break up the monotony of the foolishness that goes on reality TV. And I like Good Girls. I may stop reviewing The Walking Dead, even though I love doing Alpha's voice. I may stop reviewing it simply because nobody watches those. Okay, not a lot of people even watch The Walking Dead anymore. So I feel like I don't really want to take the time to review it. I also watch it, but I don't know if I'll keep reviewing it. I do watch my review, my view to see what new shows is worth me continuing to review or not. Like Married at First Sight, I used to review Married at First Sight. It had great views, but I hate reviewing the show because it's repetitive and crazy this season. So I stopped reviewing it. So the same goes for some shows that I enjoy reviewing, but it's just not worth it because the views are less than like 200 views. And I'm like, I don't, no, thank you. I don't want to do that. But I'm happy that people are liking my um, good girl review. So I'm going to keep doing that. Matter of fact, it comes on tonight, and I can't wait to watch. That's why I started did this at 7, so I have like about an hour to do this, and then I can get into my reviews for tonight. Um, Lonnie is a strange one. I'm convinced she hasn't found herself. I don't think is that she hasn't found herself. I think people like not you. But I'm saying I think people like to pick on Lonnie because they feel like she's different. But I think Lonnie knows who she is, and because she refuses to conform and be who other people think she should be, people think she's the weird one, and she isn't. I feel like I've followed Lonnie over the years, here and there. I recently, once they added Amanda Seals, I consistently watch the Real now because I like how their conversations go now. Lonnie has always been consistent with who she was. And, as a fellow, plus size black woman, I feel like sometimes people assume we should be one way or the other. And when we're somewhere in the middle, people have issue. And I'm looking like, don't have issue. I love Lonnie. But I do think sometimes people have to understand that her opinion is her opinion is how she feels, is what she's lived, it's her story, and we can't sometimes take how we live our life based on our path or whatever, and then say, well, I feel this way and Lonnie must be crazy because she feel that way. It's like, no, I think she found herself. I just think she is content in who she is, even if she's in the midst of being better. She's still content in herself. So that's what I think. Just saying. This is it. Um, I live in the products in East LA. Hazard products. One of the older. I don't know what that means. But okay. What I was saying was everyone was dragging your makeup bar 2.7 GPA, and that's just dumb. It's just dumb because who has time for that? The women with Michael are problems to themselves and society. There are people in life and society who believe in polygamy. And if a person, is living a life based on them having, living in either polygamy, or they have the polyamory lifestyle where they're just agreeing to be in a throuple, okay, which means there's more than one person in the relationship. That's what Michael wants. Michael needs to say, I don't want a monogamous relationship. I want a throuple. Okay, I want some kind of polyamory thing. I want two girlfriends. I want to just be free to do me. Okay, but we have to also remember Michael admitted he only married Sarah to be able to see the little girl. I don't think we think he's lying because as we see, that's what he uses her for, to go to the kids, get a little bit of vagina, and he gone. So I mean, I don't even think that it's the women's fault if they are okay with sharing. My issue becomes as far as Sarah, you can't know he's cheating, allow him to cheat, and for lack of a better term, but then try to still go and say, but I'm your wife. It doesn't matter. It really, 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 really doesn't. Maria seems to not really care too much, even though she assumes it's just her and Michael. Eventually, he would move on to somebody else. But I feel like the issue is his wife needs to put her foot down and either be okay with him, what I'm saying, out here floating like a butterfly and stinging like bees with people, or not. Or again, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Not me at all. But I feel like they know what they get themselves into when they date that man. It ain't for me. It's not for me. I would never do it. Um, Meg is running her brand. Going to school. Okay. Have you watched the show Cheers Today? I do watch Cheers Today. I don't watch it every time it comes. Well, it takes like a day or so to a couple of days to get caught up on it or whatever. I am caught up now. It's a great show. Even though is it gently? She gets on my nerves sometimes because it's a thing to where the episode, with the last episode with the wedding thing, I felt like she wanted everything her way, and she wanted things her way based on what she could afford. And whenever him or his mama offered to like help because you don't have to, get the cheap stuff if you don't want to because we can help you, she didn't want to do that. And I feel like the same way you want him to accept, you want Evan to, is his name Evan? Whatever his name is, you want him to accept your ways. You have to also acknowledge how he was raised as well. And he may want, his wife to not get a dress off IG that may not fit her body. If he can afford to get the dress. Okay, compromise. Ain't Jemima to do the cakes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want to have the reception at the little hall or whatever. Cool. Let him buy your dress. Let that be fancy. Okay. Let them maybe pay for the food. You know what I'm saying? But I like the show overall. I really, really do. I can't wait to see where else it goes. Where else it goes from there. Can you do Angela's voice from like? I can't. The weird thing is when I'm doing the reviews and I get the voices, is I have to remember them talking in the scene in order. I mean, what do you, Tony? It's hard. It makes my throat hurt a lot. It's very much stressful on my throat. Okay, because her voice is just so graspy or whatever. But it's just funny, and a lot of us YouTubers who review these shows, we have to make it, entertaining. So sometimes, we go into the voice of Angela, how on they go into the voice of Marla Negra. We have to go into the voices. How I do Michelle voice from um marriage boot camp. So it makes it fun. But yeah, Angela's voice is it hurts my throat. It really do. But I think I love you, Tony. See, I can't do all the time. I have to have the scene in my head to get the voice right. So yes, it's kind of crazy. Hey from Delaware, hello, Anika in Delaware. Love the review of Love Goes. Oh Lord, Love Goes, Lord, gee, it was a lot. I did not expect episode 1 to be so riddled with foolishness, but I think I also was not surprised because it's Althea and Benzino who always are just riddled with just foolishness. Watching the preview for the season, it does look like it's going to be an entertaining show. And to me, Love Goes, it's just Oprah Winfrey's version of Marriage Boot Camp. So that's really it. But I like Spirit, the therapy lady. I like when she was talking to them towards the end, the things that she was saying. I'm like, oh, that's powerful. To say that that a person's feelings aren't facts. They're just like that person's emotions, or whatever she said. But I'm like, oh, that's a great thing in sense to say or whatever. I'm hazy today. So I felt like, okay, that's really cool. So I like the show, you know what I'm saying? And we will see what happens next week. And I think that's probably when Coolio will come around. We'll see if he comes back. Would you consider an episode called Ask Jay where we ask your advice for our problems? People do that now. People email me and I just respond via email. I've always said if you have questions, like send them. And if you want me to answer it in a video, you can say that. But the emails I've gotten before, they just ask me the question and I reply via email. One person asked me to make a video about mental health, but I'm like, that's not my zhush. Even though I give, I guess great advice on things, I still would not want to do a mental health video as if that's my forte, and it's not. But yeah, if you have questions you want to ask me, my email is always in the description box, or you can just comment on the video. If you would DM me, trust me, I get all kind of stuff from people that I eventually get a chance to respond to. So yeah, but I'm open to it. Just email, DM, or send it my way. I'm glad you shut up. Car conversations is I like it because it's car conversations, but sometimes I have to think about doing it because if I'm rushing to work, I'll forget like as I'm driving, like damn it, I wanted to talk about this, but I'm already almost at work. So it just depends. So I'm gonna try to do more of those as well because those are just random things that pop in my head. Or it's like if I get up in the morning, there's one story that came out or whatever, and I don't feel like waiting to do a long drawn out video, I'll just chit chat about it on my way to work. So, yeah, I miss them too. But I like being able to sing JayBird out loud without having to be quiet. So yeah. Um where's what are your thoughts on LGBT community referring to women as fish? I don't have an opinion on that because I'm not in that community for one, and I've never had anybody call me fish. So I don't know what that is. And I know that's a whole other thing that's going on YouTube between other people and things. I'm not even trying to get in that at all. But I'm not in the LGBT TV, LG, all the letters, all the letters of the alphabet. Um, and I don't know. I'm not even gonna get myself into that. It's team too much if you ask me. New subscribers to King. Is it Colleen? Y'all know I can't say these names right. But hello. Hey, Monsieur Have and Have Not review. I started reviewing Have and Have Nots a while ago because Tyler Perry's writing at times is very taxing. And before, when I was in reviews, I was watching the review, taking notes, and it was taking longer. Now, for certain shows like Good Girls, like sometimes not Loving Hip Hop, yeah, Loving Hip Hop, certain shows, as I'm watching it, I'm reviewing it piece by piece. I'm watching it to the commercial, then recording my thoughts on that scene and that. So I could possibly do that for the have nots, but at the same time, people wasn't really watching the review. So I mean, like, I'll be like, I don't have time to waste to do it. So that's the reason why I kind of stopped reviewing it. But I still watch the show. Like I still think Veronica needs to die. I still think that Jim and Catherine being alive is crazy. I think the fact that Wyatt confessed to possibly killing his sister and then they just didn't speak about it, it's just dumb stuff. Even with Jeffrey and Madison banging in them sheets or whatever, and David catching them was hilarious. I'm tired of Benny now being the bad son and convincing Candace to be the bad daughter after she tried to. I'm like, all the time you've been telling Candace to be good, and now she's trying to be good. You want to be bad? It's just, I think Tyler Perry be forgetting what he wrote. He writes so much he forgets what he writes, and then it's aggravating. But I will probably review if Loving You Was Wrong because it's the last season. I do tend to review shows that's like a series finale. So I'm gonna do that because it comes on the end of this month. We shall see. Because that's at the same time I may be moving. So between like the end of this month and the first 2 weeks of April, it's gonna be weird because I gotta pick and choose how I'm gonna review things if I'm moving. So we shall see. But yeah. Are you going to, if you have a question, put the word question so I can see it. Are you going to watch the Princess and Ray J show? No. Or Tammy Waka show? No. I'm not getting as much as Waka Flocka is hype. Rapping them in their life, it seems boring. I don't know why. They showed us a preview of the episode the other day. I was bored. I was very, very bored. I don't even need dead. Nope. I'm not gonna do it. Have fun with it. So no, I'm not gonna do that. Hey Trey B. I love to sit to myself. And I don't even know where I got the whole sense of yourself. I don't get where it even came from. I think I was just reviewing one night or whatever and was having a bad day and I needed to zen myself and it stuck. And it's just weird that I do that now. Left discussion, fave clothing places. Torrid, Lane Bryant. Old Navy. That's really where I get all my clothes from. I got, I get, I've got stuff from the Avenue as well, but since the Avenue closed their stores, I don't get as much from them, and they're not making more new things. I liked the Avenue's purses. Um, well, they're crossbodies because the crossbodies, the bands was long enough to go against across my body. Um, Lane Bryant. I'm starting to not like them. Their clothes are starting to get real old ish. And a lot of their sundresses and dresses are starting to look like brass made dresses, or like everybody going to a bridal shower or baby shower. And now I'm like, sometimes I just want a simple dress without a whole bunch of flowers and daisies and ruffles and shit. Um, Torrid has amazing clothing. I love mainly all of their things. Um, but their dresses to me are too expensive for how simple they are. So, I'm very much so a comfort driven fashionista, and I can look at as I'm because I shop online, and I can look at clothes online and I will know exactly how it looks on my body. So I'm a whiz at that. And when I move, I will do more try on hauls. So that is coming. So yeah. Um Tyler Perry is right, redundant crap. He does. It's very, very true. Question: if you could do Housewives All Stars, which All Stars? Ooh, I would do Lisa Wu because I loved Lisa back in the day. I got a big fan. I would pick Lisa. I would pick. I would pick Kenya because Kenya was there all kind of pots. I would pick from Potomac. I would take Karen because I would love to see how Karen and Kenya would mesh. I would also take Bethany. I would take Caroline and who else? It may be Nene. Just because I feel like Nene, Kenya, and Lisa Vanderpump will like bump heads some kind of way. So those would be who I would kind of pick for All Stars. Because that's just who I like. Um, Hey, I know you said you wouldn't review Siesta Key, but have you watched a glimpse of the show? Nope, not at all. I don't have any idea who's on the show or what it's about. Nope, don't know. Are you going to review Candyman? Haven't even seen it. I'm not a scary movie person at all. I rarely ever go even see any kind of scary movies. I want to see Candyman mainly because of the guy in the movie. I like him. He's the guy who played on Watchmen, who played Dr. Manhattan. He was also in Aquaman as Mantis. Who's the Mantis? Whoever the man name was, but I like him. And I may see it. I don't know. But it looks to be really, really good. Is your new place ready to move into? Not yet. It's being fully renovated. I'm getting all new, brand new everything. Everything. And so I will do a tour video of the room of the house of the apartment empty. And then I will do another one once I have everything in there. Okay, so yeah. But I'm trying to slowly moving in to where I can have clothes put up and just get my house situated and then add more and more stuff. So yeah, y'all will know when I move. Because one day I'll be here reviewing things and the next day I'll be in a new place. So that's how I'm gonna try to play it. So yeah. Um what's your favorite show to review? Snowfall is one of my favorites. Queen Sugar and Greenleaf. Uh Reality show wise, I would say it's a cross between 90 Day Fiance and Love at the Lockup. Um, because the content of what I can joke about is amazing. So, but yeah, my absolute favorite show to review was Snowfall because I love the show so much. Okay, and then we have of course Queen Sugar and all that stuff too. So yeah, that's why certain shows, regardless of the views, I'm going to review it. Um, what are your some artists in my favorite plus size stores? Next season, Growing Up Hip Hop look like it's going to be good. It do look like it's going to be good, so I will be reviewing it. Mainly because it's the whole thing with Brianna in Egypt, and we see that Egypt snuck Brianna and punched her. I'm not a fan of people who sneak people or whatever. I think that's a pussy move. If you're gonna fight me, then fight me. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until you can sneak me, because at that point in time, you pussy. Okay, because then security step in and I can't really get at you or whatever, and I'm cool with that, because my thing is I don't need to fight you on the show to be satisfied with beating that ass. I can catch you off camera, and I don't need people to see it. Egypt is being led astray, being hoodwinked and being bamboozled, and I feel like in about 5 years, when she come from out of the spell that Sam has put her in, she will regret a lot of the things that she put up with, recently. What's your zodiac sign? I'm Capricorn. All day. My mouth is so dropping talking too much. Toward is cool. Athlete Stewart is cool too. I don't shop there a lot because the clothes, the material is funny to me sometimes. Like, it's a bit cheap sometimes, and I don't really like that. And plus, I like leggings. Somebody asked me, why you always wearing leggings and not blue jeans? It's because I'm short. I'm 5'1", so it's hard for me to find jeans that are either too their jeans are always either too long or too short, or because my thighs are not as big, sometimes the pants are huge in the leg area. So the only way for me to get pants that fit is I just have to wear leggings. And I was always buying jeans and then spending $100 to get them hemmed, or I couldn't get to the cleaner to get them hemmed, and that's just the whole thing. So I'm like, well, it's just easier to wear leggings, so I don't have to worry about getting the pants altered. Every once in a while, I get a good pair of jeans, but I have not found a good pair of jeans that actually fit my body in like a year. So I hold on to jeans I have now, because it just sucks. So that's the hard part about being 5'1". Um, Carolina and Kenya would be yeah, they would be. Have you watched Jumanji? Like the new? No, I've seen the old one. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the one that they just did. I haven't, mainly because it's like not my thing or whatever, but I think it's like on demand right now, so eventually I'll do that. Are you taking a hiatus during your move? Yes, I will. um it's not necessarily a hiatus, because I'll have time to move. There will just be like 2 days when I don't do any reviews, or I'll have stuff pre-recorded to play. Okay, anyway. And it also depends on what's happening then. Like Friday, if Love and Lock episode on, I'll end up reviewing that. I just won't be at my computer. I'll probably be at my mom's house doing it, or I'll have to do it like in my car or something like that. So it just depends. But once I move, I'll have access to do stuff, but it just depends on how comfortable I am, if I have my Wi-Fi set up and all that stuff. So that's the hard part. So it'll be a bit of a hiatus, but not so much to where y'all will like notice it. It'll be like, it'll really go from one day she was at the regular apartment with this background, and then one day it may just be bare behind me, and then after that, new place. So yeah, that's how I plan to do it. Um, what do you think about how the legacies keep postponing the episode every month? It'd be real irritating at times, because I know to see what happens next between certain characters. I haven't even really realized it until I think like 2 days ago. I was looking at my DVR, and I was like, "Why haven't Legacies came back on?" It's weird when they don't bring certain stuff back, and they'll put stuff on hiatus. I don't know why. I think it's because maybe the show is not doing as well. But I do hate, like, it just is, it's sporadic, and it kind of gets on my nerves. But we shall see. Your reviews are better than the actual show. That's what most of us reviewers try to do. Because the shows are sometimes boring, or just not as entertaining, or you just don't sometimes see it how we review it. So we try to be entertaining all the times. And it takes a lot of energy because you have to really pay attention to the show and think about how to make things enjoyable to someone who may not even like the show. So yeah, but thank you so much. Do you get credit for ads if we just watch them, or do we need to actually click on the ads? Um, as long as you watch the ad, for the time that it's on, that is very, very, very helpful. I will only say, you know, if you want to click on it, that's great as well. You don't have to click on it and then do whatever else. It's really up to you. And I also say, like, when you have, 'cause my mom will sometimes text me like, "Oh, this ad on your video was like 20 minutes long or whatever." Those really long ads, I would say, do not feel the need to watch no 8 minute. I always say, if you can give us a good minute, that's a minute. If it's a long ad, like if you can do a minute, that's fine. But you don't have to watch, these eight. Don't do that. You don't. If you click on it, that's cool because it helps a little bit because it makes the advertisers realize, oh, they at least is clicking on this to see what it is. But yeah, it all helps because that's how we get paid by ads. So like if you skip through ads, it's less revenue for us. So it's like, well, damn, I want to get paid for the hour it took me to watch and review the show. So, just watch a little ad or whatever. And again, just after about a minute, skip, skip, skip. I always say, what I'm saying, that's a compromise for me. What did I lost where I was. I lost where I was. Um Okay, here we go. Can't wait for I can't wait for Insecure as well. Insecure, Snowfall. Well, it's a lot of shows coming back on that I can't wait to watch and review because I just like to watch and review. Do you watch 60 Days In? No, I do not. Carlin chose his options. I don't know that man's name. I don't like his chose is not a real word. It just isn't. But options is. Just gets on my nerve. What do you think happened to Jane? Je ne sais quoi. What do you think happened to Je ne sais quoi on Love But I don't know. It's like a lot of times they will have characters on in the beginning of the season and they just kind of trail off towards the end. I think for some reason they then focus in on Jen and Febreze, and I don't know why. It's kind of weird to me. But Mona do that sometimes. I'll be like, Mona, what you doing, girl? Like, why? I just don't get it. And it's like, it's weird. It's just very, very weird. And I'm like, I just don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here because somebody's reminding me the housewives come on in 5 minutes. Hey Sam. Your love of the lockup reviews had me rolling. Thank you. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. We went on for almost an hour. Thank you all for tuning in. Okay, we have to get ready for what is it? Because we'll come on today. We got Housewives that come on today. You know what I'm saying? 90 Day Fiance come on today. Good Girls come on today. All of which I have to review later on. I was right in the middle of actually watching. Oops. See, song came on. I was on Netflix watching Suspense. Confidential Spencer, whatever the movie is with Mark Wahlberg and M'Baka from Winston Duke. It's in them. So I'm watching that on Netflix. But yeah, 90 Day Fiance, Housewives, The Walking Dead, Good Girls, and I also watched Batwoman and Supergirl. So thank you all for tuning in. Again, my mouth was so dry. And I will try to come back and talk to y'all again next Sunday, 7 p.m. Okay, Eastern Standard Time. I may pop in on live sometime during the week. I'm not sure. I'll do it on the game type live eventually as well. Okay, but I love you all. Okay, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Okay, we have great weather today. We're going to have great weather tomorrow. Remember to vote, as my mama just mentioned. Remember to vote for whatever you want to, but vote, in a way that get that man that's in office, not out of office. But yeah, Anyway, I gotta go. Ain't got no more. I'm finna down this damn water. I'm so thirsty. I'm open up my window because it's hot in my apartment. And then chill out. So love you all. Peace, love, hair grease. I wish you all health and prosperity. Wash your hands. Okay. Don't be sneezing on nobody at all or whatever. And go to work and make some money. Okay, gotta go. Peace.